The first thing I think that's always necessary to say about regulations and regulatory reform is that I doubt if there's any of us who want to do away with regulations that really help protect workers and make a workplace safe. That's a given, and that's where government ought to work to be a partner with business and industry to make sure that we promote those safe practices and encourage businesses in various ways to do that for their employees. On the other side of the ledger, we know that we're challenged in business and industry with all sorts of economic factors. And so when we put regulations upon regulations and ultimately make it more difficult and more costly, when in fact it costs on average $10,000 per worker for small businesses to cover the cost of regulations, all that does in the end is say, can I hire another employee if it's going to cost me another $10,000 on top of what I'm already paying per employee in this business? So those are considerations we need to make. I think we do better by looking at business in relationship to best practices, government regulators in concert with business people saying what works best, what's necessary in your industry, how do we work together as a partner to make sure that that becomes really the effective law of the land, and that businesses see this as important because it works, because it's necessary, and it's rational. And so that's my purpose in working as chairman of the House committee that deals with OSHA and MSHA and other regulatory agencies to make sure that we provide a resource and not simply put regulations in place that cost jobs.